Alright, I'm going to make a quick repair on this blue 272 Holtz Foreman here. It's really not broke, but when I got it, it had those crappy spring Holtz Foreman bushings. Well, these things, OEMs came out with rubber. So I ordered a set of Chinese rubber ones for $7, and they made it worse, kind of, sort of. Well, I ordered a set of OEM, paid $80 for them, and they were one of the packages was one short when it came. I didn't have the 346 build yet from Aaron to carry on the tree cutter. So I went ahead and put in what I had, all but the one. Pretty much made a different saw out of it. From the factory, the Holtz Foreman factory, it was a flopping rag pretty much. So I took them out. And when I put the Chinese rubber ones in, it made it. So, made it good and firm, but it would vibrate your teeth out, so. I'm gonna put that last one in. See if it helps it anymore. You can do this without taking this top off, but I figured. I might as well take it off because you can't really do it without jerking the throttle linkage loose here. And you end up having to take it off anyway to put the throttle linkage back. This little sucker right here will get jerked loose every time you do this. You might as well pull it off. Alright, let's see here. I can't remember which one it is that I didn't change. I think it's that one. Yeah, you can tell. Those cheap ones have more exposed metal than the OEM ones do right on the side there. So gotta take this side off. For those of you that care, I paid the deposit on my metal shop building last Saturday. maybe we can get off the tailgate here. Yeah, I'm rolling pennies for gas right now after that, but I'm pretty excited about it. It's 30 by 36. Concrete's down. They said the week of February the 20th is when they will most likely install it. And then all the wiring and all that fun stuff begins. And the inside's not going to be finished. It is going to be insulated, but the inside's not going to be finished. So I still got a long ways to go before I can work in there, but at least I can start putting some stuff in there and getting some junk out of my attached garage here. So I'm going to take all these bushings loose except these front two and just let it rock down. I hate doing this over and over. It's hard on these things. These screws that come with the Holtz Forma, they don't they're too long for the OEM bushings. Some of them I've had to put like pop rivet washers on to make them work. Some kind of washers are there. Did have some of these little pop rivet washers that worked pretty good for this. They're sitting out here before I knock them off, but I ran out of the size that worked so good for this. I may have to take some of these smaller ones and drill them out somehow. I imagine that there's a tool that's garnet made for these bushings. They look like they've got a groove in them for a specific tool, but I don't have one, if that's the case. Still a little tight. You thread through it though, it'll work. There we go. There it goes. Tight now. Turning the Chinaman into an American can be a pain sometimes. I know this is kind of a boring do nothing, but I'm still. Wait a minute, I left my. No wonder I had to torque it so hard to let my chain catch off. I'm still fighting with this camera to get it perfected. I ain't been satisfied with the picture on it. I readjusted it earlier, went into some of the settings, and I think maybe I'm got it figured out now, but I had a pretty bad picture on those videos. So. Just trying to make some, see if I figured anything out or not. First one of these cameras was a cheap Chinese one, and the sound was really bad, so I stepped up to a Sony. Paid pretty good for this camera, so I'm expecting a little better performance than what I've been getting. Make sure I took the right one out. Yeah. I'll show you the difference here in a second, if I can. See, there's two grooves all the way through. I figure that there's some kind of tool meant to slide on there to screw them in that I don't have. Take something something else too. These holes, or these OEM ones don't screw in these holes, form of holes very freely unless you drill them out some. That looks like it's gonna go maybe. Deep enough. Oh shoot, I was going to show the difference. What makes these better, I forgot. These Chinese bushings down in that hole, it's just straight through all into rubber. Those Husky ones, that one's got metal in the bottom. This one, the big ones, them small ones, it just goes into rubber. And the Husky ones are metal in the bottom of that slot. I think that just helps isolate the vibration better or something. Not exactly sure what it does, but it does something better. The screws won't work right here. I think I had this one. Tool won't go down in there like this shit packed up in. There he is. Hole's not clean. Been cutting nothing but white pine with this saw. Trimming mostly, and that white pine packs these saws up with crap. I just cleaned it with gas before I started this video so the saw fashion police would leave me alone. Told me I need to clean this saw. Made a little video yesterday. You'll probably see it before this one with the 346 build Aaron Lynch done. It's a nasty little saw, but Aaron's having difficulty. Oiling that 20-inch 3/8. That's its only downfall, and that's no fault of Aaron's, it's just the saw. I may end up having run 325 chain on it, but as I hate to, I despise 325. The saw, it's good and stout like that little saw is, will cut better with 3/8. I don't care what anybody says, it will. Something else I done, I put a piece of this felt padding on both sides of this handlebar right here, because of the way these are made, where the chain cover covers the handlebar hit. With some of this 3M furniture padding. Looks great. Let's see. Wrong place. I believe. Probably should put the camera on the other side. I've done this without taking the bar off. And maybe have to turn it the way where it's blocking the camera. Ready? Throttle back on. There's a little rubber boot right there. It's like the ultimate pain to keep in place. This linkage comes through. Most time I don't even worry about it because it won't stay that way. It'd be nice if it would, because this thing probably would hardly get any dust and mess in there. That's pretty good. Froghorn Leghorn. Got a little Milwaukee impact drivers I normally use for this, but I was too lazy to dig the bits and all that for no more I'm doing here. Make sure everything's in order here, because this week I've got to use these chainsaws. I can cut some pretty rough, nasty stuff with the old link belt, but I can't cut rock cliffs, which is all that's left on this job. I'm on. I put my tool up too soon. Long about this era, all I have to say Stihl was blowing Husky out of the water with their technology, not necessarily building a better saw, but little things like Stihl already had the easy access to your air filter at this time, where you just screwed the one screw, and they'd made their oil feel big as their gas feel, and main thing, they had the chain tensioner on the side. That's the worst thing about these older Huskies, is where the chain tensioner's in there next to the bar. Stihl also had the transparent gas tank. And Husky's very first 372s had a transparent gas tank, and then they quit it after about a year. I don't know why, but that was done. But in my opinion, Husky has came back and surpassed Steel. It's always a revolving door on who's at the top of technology with two big companies like that. Anyhow, that's a job well done. Take her out here and crank her up. See what she feels like after I pick these tools up. But hope you enjoyed this little video. Like I said, I was mainly playing this camera, hoping that I get it to where it's got a decent picture. I like the design and the ease of use of these camcorder type cameras. But if the picture sucks, you might as well be using your phone. And I hate using the phone to record with. It's the best way in the world to lose footage is use your phone, in my opinion. And it clutters up your phone, and my phone struggles for memory anyway, even with a big old memory card in it. But, like I said, hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Have a blessed weekend, whatever it is for you when I get this up. And thank you for subscribing. Be safe. See if I can figure out how to stop this thing.